For you, Marcus.
I'm listening, Steve.
So who we get next?
Steve, I'm going to come to that studio and beat you like you deserve to be beat. Do not ruin my morning with who's next talk.
I mean, dude, you committed at like 5, 6 o'clock yesterday.
You couldn't get through 7 minutes of social media.
Are we getting McNeely or not?
7 minutes after the announcement, who's next? That at that pace, why not just go buy college sports, the video game, college basketball, simulate the next 50 years of college basketball, lay on the ground and die. Because it's over.
Oh,
simulate man. Listen, you think AI is bad now? Well, I don't know what's worse, AI or who we get next.
It's funny. You know what the first text we got today? First text comes in. Now let's get Conwell and McNeely. Yes, I love it.
Simulate the future. Go sign up with what is it? What's Cybernet? Just get with Cybernet. AI yourself a future path. Lay down and die. Because you will not enjoy 1 second of the rest of your life.
That's awesome. Listen, all
first one I get on the YouTube channel. Who's next?
I love it. I love it, man. Look, I'm pumped, man. I'm excited. Listen, you get into portal season, you start to see names out there, you see things like that, and then boom, you get into. It's funny too. It always happens when peak nerves start to rise, when it's like, oh my gosh, like, all right, man, like, okay, we're seeing some visits, and then yesterday there was a lot of talk about over the weekend. There's the visits.
Tennessee making up ground.
Yeah, now Tennessee's making up ground with this guy, and it's like you almost are ready to pop with, oh, God, we're going to swing and miss on everything, aren't we? I'm just being honest. Like, right. The fan thing. And then yesterday, my guy Ty Spalding over at Cardinal Sports, shout out to him, man, because he I guess I can tell his scoop now.
Did he scoop it?
It's already happened. So yeah,
okay.
but so you get the little thing in the morning where it's like, hey, listen, it's a good chance Wooley might pop today for Louisville. And it's like, okay, all right, Ty, I feel you. You're my guy.
Right there. Like, so when you hear something might pop, is that just another rumor you're chasing, or you just say, okay, Ty gives me good credibility on this one? Do your anxiety levels skyrocket, or do you just say, I'll just wake me up when it happens?
No, it calms me, because like I said, I mean, I don't jump at everything. There's only a handful of people that if I read it, I'm like, okay. Like, I mean, I'm not knocking anybody. I mean, whatever, man. I'm sure a lot of people know, especially in the Twitter world now. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know a lot of things, so I'm not saying anybody doesn't. But there is a handful of people that, when they say something, I pay attention. Ty is obviously one of those people. And so I said, okay, all right, sounds like something could happen. Well, as the day goes on, look, it's 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm like, well, it's not happening.
News dump time.
You're an idiot, Ty. You don't know anything.
Don't tell me another one of your scoops. Shove them.
But I start texting him middle fingers and stuff. So, you don't know anything, man. And then, and then boom, there he comes. I'm walking outside. I'm taking the dog out to pee. Look down, boom. I was tagged in a Joe Tipton tweet, which is always a good thing usually. So I look down. I'm like, all right, what happened? Boom. You get the number 3 player in the transfer portal, the number 1 combo guard. We'll go over all that in a minute, what he means for the team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then it's just like, okay, it's on.
Game on.
Yeah, game on, man. And you're like, now, because getting just one changes a whole lot.
Elaborate on that.
Well, when you say when you
wait, one recruit.
I'm choosing my words here.
Yeah, one recruit or one level of recruit.
Okay, both could be a conversation, but I'm going to say one recruit for now.
Okay.
I'll save the level for when we get into, because I'm assuming later, especially with the McDonald's game tonight, we'll get into what the dynamic is.
Who cares about the McDonald's game? Do we ever?
We do, baby.
Do we ever get McDonald's players?
My point guard won the 3-point contest last night. He hit 28.
I predicted
whatever. That. Yeah, and then was in the dunk contest as well. So I was like, yeah, we're in pretty good shape. So yeah,
one recruit. Okay, circle back around to one recruit. Sorry.
Well, when you bring back 6 to 7 guys, like we're going to do next year, okay, which is
so far what we think,
probably a rarity. Yeah, so far as what we think, I still wouldn't be. I have no inside information on this at all. I still wouldn't be shocked if somebody that's on the team now. I feel like there's one guy everybody's kind of looking at side-eyed. Like, you gonna get out of here? It's okay if you do, but just curious, and we'll leave it at that. But you're gonna bring back a lot of dudes. Plus, you got Sananda Frew. Plus, you got Michael Brown. Getting one guy when you only need 3, 4 is a big deal. Whereas last year, you're like, okay, you get the 3rd guy. And I'm not saying it wasn't a big deal, but I'm saying the perception is like, okay, well, I've gotten 4 guys, but Jesus, man, I still need 9.
I still got a whole roster to fill out, right?
Like, all right, man, you get excited. And there was a little more of the, okay, well, all right, cool. Who's next now? Because we got to keep rolling this thing.
You needed so many recruits.
Whereas this year, I do think it's easier to stop and smell the roses a little bit and say, okay, it's a big get. Now, what does this do? Because getting Adrien Wooley completely changes the dynamic of the team. And you're like, oh, man, that's an addition. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, okay, like, where are you headed next with that? But it's based off of already having him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just changes the whole conversation. I mean, there's a kid, when you start to look, hang on, sorry.
I know you got distracted.
I know. Well, it's good. It's good news. It's good news. But yeah, I mean, when you say, okay, boom, now you get the top 3 guy in the portal, not just any dude, because now I'm transferring that over to what you were saying earlier. You go now, okay, I got a guy. What level is he? Well, he's a 5-star transfer. There's only 3 of those in the portal right now, according to 247. And he's one of them. So not only did I get a guy in the portal, I got one of the best guys in the portal. Now, also, okay, this is what I was checking on. So I just got a text from Ty himself, actually. Now you go, okay, what are they looking for? And this is where, and I'm going to say this without, I know me and you joke around about what's next, but it does give you an idea of what they're looking for.
Where they'll pick up the intensity. What area?
Yes. Now, so this is according to Ty Spalding. Okay. So I'm giving him all the credit for this. He texted me on this just now. The kid out of Xavier, Ryan Conwell. Okay. Strong, athletic guard. Big time transfer. Went to Indiana yesterday, and according to Ty, CardinalSports.com, he got out of Indiana, and he's on his way here now. So,
sorry.
So that makes me go, okay, if I'm looking at, I got Adrien Wooley, And now today, I'm getting Conwell on campus. I'm going, okay, I'm seeing where they're looking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I love, because Wooley, who you basically just, I saw somebody tweet yesterday. I'm sorry, I didn't give you credit for it, but they were like, and you basically put Nate Oates in a locker on that one. That was a great tweet because he's from Tuscaloosa, Marcus.
Right.
The number 3 transfer in the country is from Tuscaloosa. And you did something on campus. Louisville basically did what happened to Louisville over the last couple years to two other teams named Alabama and Auburn this weekend. Louisville got the first visit. Alabama and Auburn kicked their feet up and was like, all right, well, we got the second, third visits, whatever. You know, we'll get them last, you know. But you won't, because Louisville closed the deal. This is why getting guys on campus is huge. This gives you confidence. Ryan Conwell, who Ty Spalding just reported is on his way here, left Indiana, supposedly may go to Texas later this week.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what happened with Adrian Wooley don't give you confidence that, like, shoot, you better not let him come to Louisville. Go ahead, let him come to Louisville. He might not make that visit. You want to turn into one of those spots that people feel like they have to visit and other schools are scared to death.
Yeah.
When you visit.
Like I said, just like Indiana did with us last year.
Yeah, Omar Ballo, it happened to us. It happened to Mackenzie Mbako a couple years ago. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When he gets to Indiana, it's like, man. I mean, Indiana's did it to us a couple times. There's other schools have done it to us. You said it, Coleman Hawkins. You know, it's like, well, we're going to get him on campus. Well, yeah, you don't. So, you know, I mean, that's NIL, baby. Did Louisville pay him? I'm speaking, I don't know this, but did Louisville pay him a little extra to say, why don't you just, you know, what if the kid says, look, I'm going to commit here, but I do want to check out those other schools. Well, what would it take you not to? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, whatever it is, Louisville sealed the deal, okay, with that guy. And on the flip side, they had a guy in Isaac McNeely who was on campus this weekend that went to Tennessee. I mean, it's going to happen that way too, right?
Right.
But it's still one of those things where the confidence when a kid gets on campus and and when I'm looking, and again, I don't want to move too far to what's next. We are going to dive into Wooley and Brown and those guys. But when I hear Ty Spalding of CardinalSports.com say, you know, break the story this morning, shout out to him for letting us do that through him, that the kid left Indiana, is on his way to Louisville, I go, okay, it's game on, you know? Like, it's game on. And I know what Pat Kelsey wants now. And how awesome is it to see as a Louisville fan to go, as much as I loved the team last year, he wants big, strong, athletic dogs at the guard spot. And you're seeing it in what he's getting in Wooley and what he's trying to get in Ryan Conwell this weekend or today or whatever, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's just that's learning the makeup of your team without seeing your team yet, right?
I'm sorry, I forgot to do this. Nikki V in the booth.
They want the boot. I just want to see how long you can hold that.
That's
note.
beautiful.
One of these days, I think we could get Marcus to do it for about 20 seconds. Put that on the mixtape.
Hey.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, not a nary a cloud in the sky. You got our first transfer. Saw that news break.
Speaking of, sorry about
at
that
the restaurant last
Steve.
night. Tasty day. And thanks, Ty, for letting us break news.
Yeah, right, man. Shout out to him, dude. I'm telling you, it's my look. Times like yesterday, man. Look, I mean, that's how they talk about. I mean, a prophet is known by their prophecies, right? So, I mean, hey, over time, I've gained trust in a handful of people, and look, he's one of them. You know, look, when they say something, you go, okay, I'm looking.
Say appreciate the break. What do you call?
Yeah.
Do you call it scooping?
Yeah, I like scooping. Hey, scooping's good, right?
That's good coffee.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I was
sounded fantastic.
Yeah, hey, listen, it was one of those things. I don't care that you're gonna hear this, but
no, it's okay.
You know how sometimes you have to make the sound to get the full, like the flavor palette. The full flavor just has to be. What do you call it, Nikki? The wine taster aficionado.
Oh, the sommelier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like you got to be the coffee version of that this morning. Okay. So, Steve.
Yes.
Make sure everybody knows the phone lines are open. Make sure everybody knows the text lines are open.
Yep. We'll
first,
they're coming in hot and heavy.
First, opinions on Adrian Wooley.
He's the greatest player to ever play the sport of basketball.
No, listen, he's ours now, Steve. You don't have to do that.
No, that's why I do it. It's day one. I'll pick him apart tomorrow.
I was going to say, listen, you're supposed to be already looking for flaws.
How bad is it that every time I watch a video of a player, when I send them to you, if they don't have like a big dunk in the first few minutes, I'm like, God, he's going to be like, I don't know if he's athletic enough for me. Like, God, dude.
It's like, I need you to punch something in the first. Look, I need to reach out to that account. I'm sure you heard the little music. You recognize that music.
That's the one I always go to. Whoever does those, I hope they're making good money off that because they break it down so great.
Oh yes, with the showing up top with the actual, you know,
how they score, and they show their flaws, you know, and like that's what I want to see. Like, I mean, I can pop in a highlight of them, and I want to see that too, you know. But yeah, I love those transfer videos.
Okay, Adrian Wooley.
Man, how about just listen? Okay. Let's do a little bit of both. I'm going to do negative and positive right off the top with everybody knowing we love him.
Okay.
The first thing I looked at, because you're right, when I get the kid, I go, okay, where's his flaws? What can he do?
No, listen, I said this to you yesterday. I was glad we both kind of agreed, even though you didn't hear it in the second hour. Right now, can you help me beat Auburn? That's it.
Absolutely.
Can you help me beat Auburn?
There's 4 1 seeds. Does it have anything to do with next year? I don't know. But there's 4 1 seeds in the tournament. That's what, in my mind, I've got to beat that next year or be that.
Yep.
To make a Final Four. Absolutely. So every recruit I get, I'm going, okay, where would he match up this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay, that's the good start. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing I looked at that I went, ooh, and it's funny to say this, like the kid was a bum, but I'm gonna make this comment, and it's gonna be like, okay, his shot was a little Terrence Edward-ish to me, little slow, and I went, okay. Now, wasn't too many times Terrence Edwards couldn't get a shot off this year, right? However, now let me bring it back around. This kid knows how to finish at the rim. And while he may not be look, I've saw highlights of him punching and stuff like that, you know. But Marcus, you could speak to this a lot better than I could. But whatever it is he has where he can jump in the air and just stay in the air, no matter how high it is, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is something you could speak to way better than I could. But he has an ability when he turns that corner to get in the air, and it's like he can do 2 or 3 different things in the air. It's almost like he can Euro in the air. It's like
good hang time, good body control.
100%. Fantastic body control in the air. So that jumped right off the page to me. How much better can he get from freshman to sophomore too? Sorry, I wanted to throw that in there. I don't want people. we forget when you see a guy that's a number 3, especially after this year, you're like, oh, he must be a grad guy.
What do they say, Steve? They always say the biggest jump is between year 1 and year 2.
Year 1 and year 2, which is why a lot of people believe in Kenai Roos and what he can do next year. You know,
except for one person.
Who's my caller? I heard him call in yesterday too. Jerry's like, over my dead body, is Kenai Roos going to be good? No, that's funny. I'm messing with it.
Listen, your first thing you say, shot is a little Terrence Edwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to counter you because I thought the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. But I have a disgusting. Okay, you know how when we watch games, I get caught up into the reactions of the bench.
Yes.
On maybe the third time I watch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can watch.
Well, because they'll tell you the truth. The bench should tell you the truth.
The bench will tell you the truth. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is, not the problem, the solution is this kid's first step. Terrence.
Texter just asked about this. I'm glad you're going here.
I love Terrence. I'll always love you. Listen, nobody had more fun than Pops Terrence Edwards Jr.
Oh, yeah.
As a part of the listen, tell him to turn off the radio right now because you do not want to hear me critique, especially while the body's still warm.
Yep.
Terrence does not have a first step. The explosive first step. He has skill. He has kind of a herky jerky, but does not have an explosive first step to blow around somebody. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which makes it difficult for him to get a slower shot without getting it contested a little better. When you have a explosive first step, there's a threat that keeps people at bay. I complained about our triple threat posture all the time, right? It's like, son, I'm trying to help you. You know, like when I see somebody that's not in an attacking triple threat position, I'm like, you're giving up a foot of explosiveness by not being down low, facing forward with a big, long jab step available, right?
Absolutely.
I don't like when people, let their airspace get crowded. This is a big deal. This is a huge, big deal. The way he keeps himself in an attacking posture makes a defender have to stay back far. Now you can get your shot off, even if it is slow, because you're a threat to blow around somebody. That's one thing. No, another thing, it sounds ridiculous when I have to say it. Okay, when I watch wide receivers, some guys wait for the football on let's say a bubble screen. You ever see a football go out to just a wide out bubble screen? Sometimes you watch it and it looks like it's taking forever for the play to develop, and the wide receiver is just sitting there waiting, and you're like, he's gonna get killed by that cornerback, or it's gonna get picked off. And you watch it, and you're pulling your hair out because you're like, okay, now here's where I judge a wide receiver.
How slow did he throw that ball?
That ball? But then you watch some people, and the receiver starts running back towards the quarterback while the ball's in the air. He's already reading the angle that the cornerback is taking. Now, if the cornerback, pulls the trigger, he knows to come get the ball, and he'll blow past him, and he's off to the races. Sometimes, if the cornerback plays back and plays safe, I can wait for the ball to get here. I can let the line, start to block, and I can let the play develop.
Force the defense to make a decision. You force them to do something, and if they do something great, you tip your cap. But you force them to make a decision.
Okay.
One way or the other.
So I'm just trying to paint a picture to people.
No, I love it. No, now, perfect. I'm seeing this on the basketball court right now.
When the basketball is coming, you're already reading the angle of the defender when the basketball's on the way. Stop waiting till the basketball gets there. You don't have to stare at the basketball when it's on the way. It's like, what's wrong with you? And people are like, what do you mean? Don't look at the basketball. You don't know the basketball's on the way? You have to look with two eyes at a basketball to catch it? Get off my team. Get out of my gym. Get off my team.
Yeah.
You don't belong here. Right?
Wow.
You don't belong at this level if you have to look at a basketball when it's on the way to you. Let's see the ball, see it into your hands. I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
So my point is, little things like that, he can make moves before the basketball gets there. He's in an attack. He reads the angle of the defender before the basketball gets there. This is the stuff that I won't be complaining about this year. Or I won't have 2 people that can do it. I'll have 7. You know? So now, and to address your not having the dunking thing, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I feel like, listen, fresh off a loss, I feel like all the stuff I'm saying I'm complaining about during the season, I say I would like for this to be better. Okay, what else do I say? One leg jumping. You shouldn't have to slow down in transition to lay the ball up. You shouldn't have to jump off 2 feet or slow down. I got so mad at Chucky getting caught from behind because he had to load up for the 2 foot to jump high. You should not have to slow down.
Yeah.
If you look at Wooley, he can go full speed.
Oh, did you see the one where he dunks it like he goes straight down the lane? And it's like, oh God, I'm so glad you said this. I know I'm just jumping in on you right here, but like,
we're good.
It almost looks like he's going to jump through the backboard. Like he doesn't slow down. He doesn't stop. He just takes off running, jumps, dunks the basketball. And I'm like, watch your head, kid. Just because it's like your force is going to take you, right into the goalpost stanchion. I love that.
Yeah. And again, these are simple things that, like, okay, you a lot of times this year in our transition, you are holding your breath. You were holding your breath that we'd just be able to finish it right. Or, Terrence Edwards would have to Euro just to get off a layup. And they had to make amazing looking shots. When I'm like, you should be able to run full speed and go lay that ball up.
Yeah.
You should not have to slow down. That should not have ended in a Euro step. Outrun him. You got to still outrun him. Get the layup.
Yeah.
Left foot, right foot, get the layup. Left hand, right hand, get the layup. It sounds very fundamental, but it's like, and with the 1 year transfer portal and the way we had to put our team together and stuff like that, you don't have time to harp on these little fundamentals. You're trying to get a team and a culture together to just go win games. Now, with your team, already vastly assembled, I can say, hey, in the summertime, Kanai, if you need to be able to go full speed and go off either leg, get your timing right, because we expect you to be out in transition. If you land guys like Wooley and Conwell, you're gonna have to pick up the pace. You're gonna have to be able to finish running at full speed without slowing down. I shouldn't have to worry about you cuffing the basketball one hand, just like, let's clean this stuff up. Let's clean up your finishing, clean up your transition of athleticism.
Well, the makeup of the team. I mean, that's the other thing. When you look at the guys that you're recruiting, and I say, okay, without just fully, looking into next and who's next and going past Wooley, I still do look and I go, man, the guys he's recruiting, you go, the makeup of the team is going to be so different next year, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just so different. And it's like the guys that are going to, the way you're going to run the floor, the way you're going to play, And again, not saying the full identity of the team's going to be different, but just this year you get out and run, and the guys did, but it was, you held your breath a little bit, down there when it would be like, okay,
a little bit,
okay, yeah,
a little bit.
Good steal. He throws it up. Yeah,
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. Like this is me, light-natured, picking at my team for making it so difficult, so making something look so difficult, and just the backhanded right hand reverse layup.
Yeah,
that's a foreign layup. Like there's you may have knew before 2022, you may have known 5 guards that could backhand right hand layup on the other side. Like,
yes.
It's like Kyrie, Steph, and 2 other guys.
Yeah.
Now it's look, I saw more difficult layups, awkward layup positions on this Louisville team this last season than I've ever seen in my life.
And what is there something with lefties, man? Look, he's got Wooley. He's looking at, Conwell's a lefty.
I feel like
is that just by chance?
I feel like I've watched 5 lefties that he's been recruiting.
It feels like there's a lot of lefties. It's like, and again, I don't know. By the way, Jalen Lowe is in the transfer portal too.
Really?
Yeah.
He's nice.
He's really nice. I doubt we go there just because with already having Brown and Rogers and now Wooley and if we get a going after a guy like Conwell, who I imagine they're gonna lay the red out for. But I do love Jalen Lowe, man.
He's just gonna beat some team over the head.
Oh yeah, he'll command. He'll command a decent amount of money.
Yeah,
16 a game in the ACC.
He'll beat somebody over the head. He'll be a tough player wherever he goes.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. But yeah, it does kind of, it makes you go, okay, now you've got a Michael Brown. You've got a Adrien Wooley. And I see the picture of Kenai Roos. I see, let's assume Kaysen's there until he's not, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can do is go on the guys that are there. They've not entered the portal yet. I've got to talk about them as though they're on the team.
Yep.
And you go, my God, man. Like now you see Sinan Defru and you see how he runs the floor, Ali Khalifa, I think, will play a little more of a stop at the 3-point line type guy. I know we've talked about that zoom action a lot with him and kind of how I think he will get us into that. And that's going to be stupid valuable. So I'm not leaving him out, by the way. But you see James and you go, okay, James, you've got to add this to the game. You know what I mean? Like you've got to add. So yeah, it just tells me that what we watched last year, while I love the team, wasn't totally how Pat Kelsey wants to play. Right?
Different. Is it PTSD a little bit for lack of ball handling?
Oh, I think so a little bit, but I think last year, look, we love grinded out teams and we love teams that can D up and while I do think Pat Kelsey is more of a defensive coach than he gets credit for, it's still, to me, last year wasn't what he wanted to do offensively.
What he wanted
they call great sets, but it felt like we needed those sets. Like it was like we need those to score. I think he would rather call those in situations. Have a team that, look, we can let them go play, but if we need to get a big 3, we can get one. You know what I mean? Like if we need to, and I feel like last year there was a lot of times they had to call those to score.
You know what he likes to? He likes creative. He likes creative. creative looks funny because it's the wildness. It's the wild factor that sometimes it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's the no. Yeah, great job. What is he doing? Great job.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like that's a part of his pitch. Just like, no, I'm going to let you create. Yeah. We're not gonna super structure bog you down.
I mean, Lieberman says it all the time, man. The game of basketball is the most creative game in all of sports, man. Like, you can be creative as you want. You know, like,
is it the Shane Bohannon?
Yeah.
Ultimate Shane Bohannon. He'll let you do it.
So much you can do.
You just better make
in
it work.
The game of basketball, man. Just make it work.
Make it work. I don't want to get fired.
Yeah, be creative as you want to be. Look, man, not telling you not to. Don't throw it behind the back pass. Do not do this. Do not do this. It's like, dude, be creative in the game. I mean, it's got to work though.
I tell you what, we'll take our first commercial break. We just got caught up in the Wooley conversation. Let's take a quick commercial break, get a reset here on 93.9 The Ville. If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Lynn Family Stadium is home to the biggest Thunder Over Louisville event of the year, featuring the air show, fireworks, and a pro soccer game. Racing Louisville hosts national team star Trinity Rodman and the Washington Spirit on Saturday, April 12th. It's part of an all-day Thunder extravaganza with tickets starting at just $25. All Thunder guests receive a wristband good for re-entry. Enjoy the stadium's full array of concessions, entertainment, and, of course, clean restrooms in a family-friendly environment. So visit LynnFamilyStadium.com today to reserve your seats.
That, friends, is the kind of moment that defines legends, the kind of moment that deserves to be celebrated with the exceptional taste of Remy Martin VSOP. Remy Martin is a tribute to the dedication, passion, and pursuit of excellence, a moment best savored with a refreshing Remy Ginger or Remy Sidecar. So gather your friends, raise a glass, and celebrate the extraordinary. Remy Martin Cognac Fiend Champagne, 40% alcohol by volume, imported by Remy Cointreau USA Inc., New York, New York. Please drink responsibly.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. 18 plus only. Must be physically located in Kentucky. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aguiar here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
Your new happy place is now open in Louisville. The PGA Tour Superstore is at 996 Breckenridge Lane. Lessons, club fitting, gear, apparel, footwear. Get fit for your entire game with guaranteed low prices. Whether you're a single-digit handicapper or new to the game, our pros are here to help. Your new happy place is here. Visit the PGA Tour Superstore in Louisville or online at PGATourSuperstore.com bet365.com/Louisville.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click
Anthony, are you just scared of being hurt
top job sites.
by a man going to Duke?
ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
You probably have questions about Stronghold's new modular drawer storage. Like, is it better and tougher than the other guys? Does it ship faster? And does it come with a free lock upgrade? All to which we say, heck yeah. Shop now at strong-hold.com.
I just remember driving my car and losing control of my stick shift.
Hillary Coltharp crashed her car while texting and driving. Her devastating injuries included severe brain damage.
It's very, very important. When you're driving, if you get a text on your phone, ignore it. The text will be there when you stop.
Keep your eyes on the road, Kentucky. Distracted driving wrecks lives. Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. With warmer weather ahead, don't wait for an emergency. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Now when you buy a complete trained system, receive 10-year parts and labor warranty and up to $1,000 rebate on a high-efficiency system. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
What's wrong? I caught my wife in a lie. That's bad. We're fishing, right? Yeah. She catches a catfish, 4-pounder, claims it was a 7, snaps a picture, sends it to all her friends. And they bought it? Yeah. People believe her. You taught her well. Indeed, I did.
Your Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife reminds you, fishing's not about math. It's about fun.
And fudging a little if you need to.
Kentucky Fishing. Be honest.
It'll make a liar out of you.
Looking for the perfect place to kick back, relax, and catch the Cards, Cats, or Hoosiers? 1020 Brewery has you covered. With their fun, laid-back atmosphere, it's like a sports bar without the sports bar feel. Grab a pint of their refreshing 1020 light beer, dig into their amazing food, and enjoy the games on our multiple big screen TVs with friends. And with college basketball hitting its peak, there's no better place to catch all the action of the conference tournaments and NCAA matchups. So grab your crew and come visit 1020 Brewery in Butchertown or Clarksville, the best place to cheer, chill, and enjoy the game. 1020 Brewery. Great beer, great food, great vibes. Come visit us.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular markets like hits, run line, totals, and home runs. So many to choose from.
Download the app, Start building your bet and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus only. Must be physically located in Kentucky. T&Cs apply.
Louisville, he looks up, and that ball is gone. Please, double play. Hitting over here. Grass. Track. Whoa. Grand slam. This is your radio home for Louisville Cardinal baseball. And the Cards are on top.
The Cards are back in action on the road against Indiana. Coverage begins tonight at 5:50, right here on your flagship for Louisville sports, 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
One of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split, like the one we use at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Personnel style changes. Okay. Now imagine. Okay, we'll just put Rodgers. We'll put Rodgers. We'll put Wooley. We'll put Michael Brown. Right. Now put them not with James Scott out at the top. Put them, the first steps, the explosive first steps, with Ali Khalifa's passing ability out top. Put James Scott in the dunker spot or something like that.
Yeah.
And then put,
you're saying three guards.
Three guards.
Three guards, big passing big man. And then a fourth being
a lob threat, dunker spot.
James or Kaysen.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go James. We'll go James just to
Right.
That's fine.
Sure. Either way. Yeah, whatever threat you need. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can listen, instead of having James at the dunker, at spot, you put Kaysen in the corner. If by the time it swings out to him, he's either getting a corner 3 or he'll be able to go one-on-one and post.
Yeah, spacing his offense, man.
Okay. With those guys, and if you watch the highlights of Wooley and those other guys, the way they reject the screen or reject the handoff.
Yes.
And you get an Ali Khalifa that can kind of globetrotter-ish out top.
Now, let me be clear. I do want to be clear, just because I saw a text about it too. Like, you're not projecting this necessarily to be like the starting lineup. It's just This is a lineup in the middle of a game.
This is a lineup. This is a situational lineup. Did they already pin starting lineups on me, Steve?
Hey, let's do starting lineup.
It's April 1st.
Yeah. I'm ready.
I'm already. Yeah, I'm just listen. We haven't even put Sedanda Frew in the game.
Yeah. Now, who you got?
Marcus, what do you mean Frew isn't in the game?
Yeah, yes. Listen, as sad as it is, when you started, and I love Colby Rogers, and I think he's going to be a really, really good player for us. Like, I think he's going to be one of the guys that is probably not getting talked about enough on what he's going to be able to do for us this year. But when you said Colby, you said Adrian, I was like, whoa, I almost cut you off, and I'm glad I didn't, because you would have just eviscerated me on the air. But I was going to be like, whoa, what?
Yes.
You got him in the starting lineup?
I'm just putting some guys out
gonna
there.
Be good, bro. Like, cool your jets, my dude. All right.
Oh God.
I'm just no hookup.
You said what?
No hookup. Oh no, it's funny. Nick went and got us Diet Cokes, and every time he takes my card, it's funny. We don't get the hookup. However, like I swear, I think Nick goes over there and he's like, "No, I'm paying." They're like, "No, please, sir, take them for free." He's like, "No, I'm paying." I know. I'm like, hey, dude.
Listen, I've been on like the worst streak. If I'm out eating and there's a hookup to be had, it's always when I order the smallest amount.
I know, and I'm like, because then you want to be like, "Well, can I add on to that?"
Yeah. It just so happens somebody
you can charge me for the next thing.
Yeah, hey, Marcus, let me take care of that. I'm like, man, that would be phenomenal. And I'm like, why did I just order cheese sticks?
I know. Oh, okay. Does that line up at all? When I'm saying, okay, what if? And apparently, you know, like I said, a guy like McNeely. I mean, I know he's visiting Tennessee. And some things I don't know, but I mean, what if you don't land that type of guy?
The shooter guy, the shooter.
Yeah, just the okay, he's the lights out, you know, not like Conwell can shoot the ball really well. Wooley can shoot the ball really well. Michael Brown can shoot the ball really well. Okay, so
we just learned that,
we'll
didn't we?
Still be able, yeah, right. We'll still be able to shoot the basketball. But what if you don't land because I think when you look at a lineup like that, I'm asking Marcus Mabe, and I'm going, oh man, that makes me a little queasy because I'm like, oh man, you know who's going to be
because when
the bigs really aren't shooters.
When you don't have the super spreader shooter, you make sure you get guys. That's funny. You make sure you get guys that can get to the basket in a tight in a phone booth.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be better if you had one. And when you're planning on having a Khalifa, the Ali Khalifa on your team, you really get a great spread on your offense.
Yeah.
Like I said, a point guard, you know, at that size. I mean, and again, this is not me making a big declaration. Go watch Ali Khalifa. Watch all of
you turning. Yeah, you're not turning him into something he's not.
Yeah,
like, he can hit a three.
Really
so
good
like,
pass.
Oh, lights out
yeah,
shooter.
A really good passer from the top of the key. A guy who has good footwork as far as setting screens and pinning a guy behind him. He comes from a culture, you know, he comes from a European culture where that is emphasized.
Yeah.
You know, passing at that top spot. So I just want people to it's going to be really difficult to pin what you saw last year on these guys. Now, if you talk about, you know, rebounding intensity, defensive intensity, you know, the good basketball talk culture, the very unselfish nature of the team, you like the culture things you can apply, but the actual offense A lot of it's different. A lot of it's going to be mandatorily different because of your personnel and what you can do.
Let me ask you a question. I just got a tweet. Listen to this. Let's see if you remember this name. Long Beach State guard Devin Askew has recently had a Zoom call with Stanford and an in-home visit with UCSB. He's also received interest from Pitt, USC, South Carolina, and Louisville. He averaged 19, 5, and 5 last season. You remember that name?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, I don't think that would.
What did he do? Kentucky, then Indiana, then somewhere else?
Oh, no, God. He did Kentucky. Then he went to Cal.
He didn't start it. He didn't go to the Indiana?
No.
I feel like here for some reason.
But he went a bunch of places. Again, I read all these because I want to know, okay, what's he looking for? I mean, I guess, another.
Would you take him or Jalen Lowe?
Oh, Jalen Lowe.
Right.
Yeah,
I was just making sure you were.
I would love him.
Just making sure you were still.
Yeah, but they said he's entering the portal and the draft. So,
how funny is it? How funny is it when you saw the catfish article of Kansas big man getting a 7th year?
That's hilarious. I know on dates like today. That's why this one seems legit though. But that's why I always kind of vet things,
especially today.
Today.
What's his name?
Because it's like,
what's his name, Steve?
Devin Askew.
No, big boy.
Oh,
God, I forget his name.
Hunter Dickinson.
Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the 7th year.
I feel like it was 35 years ago. Me and you were sitting in Applebee's arguing about
Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah, Hunter Dickinson in high school.
So who won? Me or you? You can play us out, Nikki.
I think we both won. I think he was good.
He was good at Michigan.
And then he got paid a lot of money, and he was just dog crap.
He said, "I'm not even making 6 figures." But he said, "No, was it? I'm not even making 100." Is that the first thing he said? They're just like, "Oh my God,
yeah,
did you just say that?"
Yeah, I know. I'm only making 100,000. Like, what?
And that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What was the question actually? Oh, that asked you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going. Okay, it just I guess that would just be a depth, whatever. And that could also be somebody who said, look, Louisville called.
I should have went to Louisville from the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
My chance to spin the block. Yeah, don't and stop putting my name on everybody's recruiting list.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to clout take that. Roll along 939 DeVille.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
Say pass on after.
Hey, Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast.
What do you consider?
That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.com. shop.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of Remax Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Hey, Card fans, attorney Sam Aguiar here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurting a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
As men get older, our bodies change. We all know that, and often we just accept the changes as the way it is. But some of those changes, such as bad sleep patterns, low sex drive, brain fog, no energy, and reduced gains in the gym could be due to low testosterone. And that is something you can change. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And even if you're in your 30s, if you're experiencing some or all of the symptoms I just noted, you very well may need low testosterone treatment. With our treatment protocols, if you're like most men, you'll be amazed at the change. You'll have more energy, improved mental clarity, your sleep will be better, so will your workouts, and you'll likely find that your sex drive increases too. So give us a call today and make the change for good. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Looking to elevate your space? KPG Glass has you covered. From custom showers and bathroom glass to windows, doors, and unique custom etching and even printed glass, KPG brings your vision to life. Need something bigger? KPG specializes in large commercial construction and renovation. KPG delivered stunning custom glasswork to the Keeber Center and the baseball team's locker room renovation. Look up their portfolio on kpgglass.com. That's kpgglass.com.
I was married very young, and I had children, and I only made it to the 4th grade. And with my GED, I have a very successful career with the state of Kentucky. I have never felt better about myself now that I have my GED. And through adult education, you can reimagine your story.
Earn your GED diploma for free. Visit kyae.ky.gov to find adult education services near you.
Your home for all things Louisville is Kentucky Branded. Located at Shelbyville Road Plaza, Kentucky Branded is your one-stop shop for Louisville fan gear, state pride, city pride, urban-themed items, and apparel, derby gear, and more. Get all your Cards gear at Kentucky Branded this basketball season. Check out the weekly sales promotions on Kentucky Branded's Facebook page or at www.kentuckybranded.com. Kentucky Branded, your home for all things Louisville.
Hello, this is Dan McDonald, head baseball coach at the University of Louisville. You're listening to the home of Cardinal baseball on 93.9 The Ville.
People, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out and special thanks to one of the newest members of the team. That would always be One Kentuckiana Pump Sales for every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel, over 36 years of experience. Best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Michael Brown.
Fantastic. Yeah, Michael Brown, man. I mean, he is he's a stud. You know, he's the number one point guard in the nation in all of high school basketball. You're seeing him amongst his peers this week, and I mean, he's getting super high reviews.
Talk about his game. What super high reviews?
Well, I mean, as far as just, the way he controls the court. Like, I think we see him and you think of a guy like that and you're immediately like, and don't get me wrong, I love this, but you're like, oh man, he must just be able to get out and go and stuff. But it's like, when Coach Kelsey says, what does he look for in a point guard? He wants to hand the ball to his point guard and the point guard give him the ball back safe and sound.
3 hours later.
Which is what he's saying is not a guy that's going to give the ball away a lot. And he's a guy that's going to be able to be out there, and he's going to be able to put the team in the right situations. And that goes back to me saying, I don't think Coach Kelsey wants to run as many sets as they had to run this year. I think he would rather have guys out there that can get guys in right situations, right? And play basketball. And Michael can do all that. I mean, when he has the basketball, he runs the team. I mean, he's an elite.
You think he'll start?
I do. And listen, I'm not the high school, regardless of how good they are, it's like, man, there's adults in this thing now though, man. But when you are the number one or two, and you're a top 10, it's almost like you separate those guys from the other guys, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and it's crazy because, it's a big difference. Kenai Roos was, 30 to 45, 50 last year, top 50 player, right? And it's about what a top 50 player look like in college basketball these days. They come in, he's able to do some things. But Kenai Roos also had probably 3 of the best 5 dunks of the year. He was the most athletic guy on the team. It's like
some of his rebounds were more impressive than the dunks.
Yeah, he still did some pretty crazy stuff, right? So now you look at a guy like Michael Brown and you go, how good is he? He competed in the slam dunk contest last night, and it's like Corey Alexander said it. I know we all have our feelings about him, but he said it last night. He said, man, Michael Brown did like this windmill dunk. And he goes, that's not going to win this contest. He said, but that's an elite dunk. He's like, they're not going to, he's like, they didn't score it as high.
Right.
But he's like, as far as just a basketball player, a 6'3" guy, he goes up there, he just windmills it and throws it through. He's like, that's an elite athleticism right there. Like,
it's like watching Vince Carter when he put his elbow down in the rim, and it was so impressive. Like, people didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, well, nobody knew. Yeah, you were like, yeah, what was that? And then it's like, oh,
it's like,
oh, he's hanging.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God, he's hanging on the rim. Yeah,
his elbow is down.
Listen to the crowd when he does that dunk.
The McDonald's one or the Vince?
No, Vince.
Okay,
Vince. Yeah, like he was he dunks it and it was like, oh. You can almost hear the crowd.
Right. Like, you didn't get the real reaction to the crowd until they showed the replay. And he's like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, are you not entertained? You know what I just did?
Yeah, like, oh my God.
Okay. So, Michael Brown, you're putting him in the full elite, elite of the elite category.
Absolutely.
You've already put Wooley on the team, right?
Yeah.
So right now, you're saying what? 2 more spots to fill?
Well, I mean, if you're coming back with, I feel like you're good at center.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know some people want to add another one, and I mean, I'm always down for more bigs.
A banger big.
Yeah.
Inside presence, offensive inside presence big.
Good God, I mean, with Fru and Khalifa.
How much of an inside presence is Khalifa?
I mean, I think he can play there. I mean, that's right. And if you come back with Fru, Khalifa, and James Scott down there, again, like I said, I'm not saying anything. I don't think you're crazy for adding anything.
Right.
I mean, like if they added another center, I wouldn't be like, why are we wasting time on centers? I mean, shoot. But I mean, my God, I mean, like if you come back with those 3 at center, you come back with Kaysen and Kenai Roos on the wing. Like I said, I mean, we mentioned it earlier. I mean, Hadley is, we'll see. How
fat was Khalifa compared to now, Steve?
Oh my God, he's a
Godly. Look, I'm talking about him. I just pulled up the highlights.
Yeah. I mean, no, he's chunky, man. Like he's a chunky dude.
That was a one-wheel Khalifa too.
Yeah,
he was on one wheel.
They said that this may be the first year he doesn't play with a brace on a leg. That's kind of crazy. Like this may be his first year of college basketball. He doesn't play with a brace, and he's in the best shape of his life.
And how many years? He did all his years at BYU?
No, he was at Charlotte. He started at Charlotte, went to BYU, and now he's here.
How long? Yeah. How many? Oh, so he did most of his time at Charlotte.
I think he did 2 years at Charlotte and then 1 year at BYU, right? I believe so. But that's where he was. Those are the 2 places he was. But for me, I mean, I think I'm pretty happy.
I'm a retroactively kill Noah Waterman, Steve.
Right. Yes.
I'm watching Noah Waterman cut and punch on people at BYU.
Yeah, you're like, what happened to you? but hey,
he was awesome. I enjoyed Noah Waterman on this team.
No, I did too. But I also wouldn't be upset if they go. I mean, if they go get a guy who is like I said, it's one of my crutches because I just love this type of player, but just a strong body dunker, that can hang in that dunker spot,
Yeah, that has a drop step, a strong drop step dunker.
I would love that. And then of course, Nate Ament's out there and that's a conversation. I mean, what's the conversation? I don't know. I mean, as far as I'm not totally, I mean, I just said it. I mean, I think he's an elite player. I mean, he's a top 10 player. So of course,
it's funny on the YouTube channel, the argument, not even an argument. When you don't know, isn't it amazing how narrative just runs away? Like it's people who are literally mad at Nate Ament right now. Mad at him.
It's like, I hate this guy.
They're mad at him, Steve, because he's flip-flopping.
Yeah.
He's flip-flopping between Duke, Louisville, and whoever else. And it's like,
yeah,
we don't know anything about what he's thinking.
It's an odd situation with young cats like that though, because I'm like, do I really want him? Yeah. Am I worried about not getting him? No. It's weird because it's like you sound like you're talking out of both sides of your mouth, but that's kind of how I am with freshmen, man. Like, I mean,
their value ain't the same, man.
Michael Brown is the number one, and this dude is repping Louisville left and right. So I do not want to sound like I'm slandering Michael Brown whatsoever. But like, and you could probably cut this up in a year from now if he's like an All-American and stuff, and we're in the Final Four and he's leading us there, and be like, you're a jackass, and I'll be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I need to change my stance on that. But like, if we say he was like, I'm going to Europe tomorrow, and then we landed the number one point guard in the transfer portal, I'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, like, and again, I'm going number one to number one, obviously. I wouldn't.
But again, the number one point guard in the portal has done it.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't freak out though. I mean, and maybe not even the number one point guard. Like say he left, and then you got Wooley, and then say you get Conwell, and what if I told you lose Michael Brown, but you get Conwell, you get McNeely? I mean, okay. I mean,
Conwell, McNeely, and who's my Georgia point guard?
And well, I'm just saying
has he already went?
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like we're involved in him because Conwell, the Xavier kid, is kind of like a little better version of him.
He's strong.
He is strong. It sounds like he might go to St. John's actually, which would be a heck of a spot.
Bryce Hopkins.
Bryce Hopkins, who went there. But I'm just not freaking out, man. I'm not freaking out over a high school guy anymore. I'm just not. Like I said, I mean, if it's Tyron Stokes next year, maybe. Because I mean, that's a guy who can. You're like, no, he can change the entire landscape of college basketball type player, like Cooper Flagg is right now. But as far as
whoa.
Okay.
Cooper Flagg's done it.
Yeah.
Nobody. Listen, Cooper Flagg, again, last night I referred to him as a unicorn of unicorns.
Mm-hmm.
That's really impressive. I don't want to put a lot of people, like, you got to think. Cooper Flagg, you know what? Never mind. That was stupid, Marcus. I'm sorry, Steve. Just move along.
Go on. Okay.
You know what I was going to do? This was going to be like my greatest hot take line in history. And I caught myself.
Oh, well done.
Steve, this is what I was going to do because it popped in my head. And I was just going to blurt it out. This Cooper Flagg run, Steve Rummage, is better than the Carmelo Anthony championship run when Cooper Flagg wins the national championship.
Okay. Well, if he does, that can be argued.
It is.
I don't think it's crazy.
No, because between Knipple and Malik, the players on that Duke team, you know what? I'd have to go back to. There's probably
man.
There's probably some dudes on Syracuse team that probably played 15 years. We just didn't give any respect.
What if you dropped?
We made the Syracuse team a bunch of bums and Carmelo, and I bet you I could go retract that one if I went back in time.
Yeah.
Do you remember any names from the Syracuse championship roster?
Hakeem Warwick.
Warwick was good.
Who was Jerry McNamara?
Was good.
Yeah, like you're like, yeah. I mean, you throw some of these guys on. They.
But I mean, but the reason I was gonna say, the reason I was gonna give Cooper Flagg the nod is because Carmelo was dealing with freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like Cooper's just dealing with all seniors.
Yeah.
Or a much bigger roster of 5 and 6 years, like 4 and 5 year seniors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe I wasn't wrong then. Maybe the thought wasn't so bad.
No, I don't think it's that crazy. I mean, if they win, I mean, Cooper Flagg's definitely going to be in the conversation with
best single seasons.
Yeah, I mean, or just
single season runs.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like Anthony Davis and some of those freshmen that ran all the way. I mean, but I mean, of course, you look at Anthony Davis's team, you're like, well, yeah, it was stacked, but it's still like, okay, but take him off of it. I mean, like, okay, well, have him on another team. Move Anthony Davis to any Final Four team, including Louisville in 2012, and who wins the championship?
Anthony Davis.
That team. Yeah. Cooper Flagg. Do it this year. Move him to any other team. They probably still win the championship, whoever that team is.
Duke will still win. Look, Duke will still win.
Yeah.
Duke has 3 other bona fides. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're really, really good.
I'll tell you what, let's get our last reset, last commercial break. Is there any text that we got to get to?
Like a million.
That caught you? Yeah, I was gonna say, kind of. Okay.
Everybody's been involved. We can put some of them together.
On the next segment, we will check out some of the text messages. Rolling along, quick commercial break. 93.9 The Ville.
At the absolute worst, it was a little white lie.
A little white lie.
After all, when it hit the line, it felt like a 15-pounder. It doesn't matter what the scale says. So it might be an ever so slight deviation from the truth.
Sometimes in fishing, the truth is hard to catch.
Maybe just a stretch.
But the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife reminds you, fishing isn't about math. It's about fun.
And fudging a little if you need to.
Kentucky fishing.
It'll make a fire out of you.
You work hard to build equity in your home, so why would you give that money to the real estate agents when you sell your home? At Edlin & Edlin, they know you deserve to keep more of that money.
It's a full service offering. The advantage is we don't charge as much, even though you get full service. In the regular world, a realtor says that the commissions are 6%, and what we do is accept 1% as the listing agent and recommend you pay the buyer's agent 2.5%. The average home sale around here is around $300,000, so that's $7,500 more in your pocket at closing.
When Edlin lists your home, it immediately goes on all the places where buyers are looking for a home.
When I put a listing on the MLS, it is automatically shared with all the real estate apps, Zillow, Realtor.com, you name it. So all of that overhead in my business is gone. And what really should happen, prices should go down, the price of real estate services. And that's what we're reflecting in our commission structure.
So visit Edlin.com to start keeping more of your home's equity. That's Edlin.com, EDELEN.com.
You probably have questions about Stronghold's new modular drawer storage. Like, is it better and tougher than the other guys? Does it ship faster? And does it come with a free lock upgrade? All to which we say, heck yeah. Shop now at strong-hold.com.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at HuffmanBuysIt.com. Huffman has it.
Cracks in your brick or drywall? Sagging doors? You may have foundation problems. Protect your most valuable investment, your home. Put the local pros on the case. Call Case Foundation Systems 367-7706 or CaseFoundationSystems.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the most outstanding player award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Sports fans, score big at Boom Buzz Pizza and Watch Bar. Enjoy gourmet pizzas, game day specials, handcrafted cocktails, ice cold beer, and the best game day atmosphere in town. Boom Buzz is the perfect spot for sports fans, private parties, and gatherings, with state-of-the-art audio and video systems making every game day special for the big game. Boom Buzz Pizza and Watch Bar. Eat, drink, watch. Order online at boombuzz.com.
Westwood One's presentation of March Madness on ESPN Louisville is delivered by Extreme Auto Sound and Marine, XAS502.com, First Choice Insulation, 502insulation.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aggie are here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. With warmer weather ahead, don't wait for an emergency. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Now when you buy a complete Train system, receive 10-year parts and labor warranty and up to $1,000 rebate on a high-efficiency system. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Looking for a thrilling new experience in Louisville? Head over to Next Level Ranges, the city's newest high-tech gun range. Whether you're a pro or a beginner, we've got the perfect setup with state-of-the-art lanes, expert instructors, and a safe, welcoming atmosphere. Wrap up your shooting with a farm-to-table meal from Grass Social, or kick up your feet and relax in our exclusive members lounge. With personal lockers for your convenience, you'll feel right at home. Located just off Blankenbaker Parkway across from Lexus of Louisville and J-Town, Next Level Ranges, where precision meets passion. Visit nextlevelranges.com for more information. That's nextlevelranges.com.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
If you want to grow your business, ESPN Louisville wants to help take it to the next level. Let ESPN Louisville assist through the best sports talk, the power of local and national sports news, brand building and connecting fans through audio and digital elements, live broadcasts, and much more. Email us at partnership@espnlouisville.com.
It's tournament time, but if your game system is stuck on the bench with no video, a broken HDMI port, or won't power on, that's a season-ending injury. Tech Restore is your MVP for fast, reliable game system repair. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, we fix them all. Free diagnostics, no long waits, and no appointment necessary. Don't sit out the action. Get back in the game today. Mention ESPN Louisville and receive a free accessory bundle with paid repair. Visit us in Hikes Point or online at techrestore.com and see all that we offer. Tech Restore, saving one device at a time.
Paul Colthorpe's daughter Hillary crashed her car while texting and driving.
They found her phone. She was in the process of texting somebody, and then
her devastating injuries included severe brain damage.
Put it down. Don't let it tempt you. It'll wait. It's my message. Wait.
Keep your eyes on the road, Kentucky. Distracted driving wrecks lives. Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Hi, this is Louisville football coach Jeff Brown. You're listening to the home of U of L Athletics, 93.9 The Bill.
Roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Got to give a quick shout out, huge shout out. Happy birthday to my boy, Dwayne Edlin.
Hey,
happy birthday. Happy birthday. Listen, Dwayne, you're newlywed. Okay, you've had enough time. Listen, I let him, listen, I let her establish her parameters of his marriage moving forward. But it's been long enough, right? We gave him about 6 months. Just do your thing, and it's time. It's time to get back out on the streets.
Get back out to the wild, man.
Yeah, get back out in the jungle for a weekend or something. But people, if you know Dwayne, make sure you tell him happy birthday. Hit him up on Facebook or whatever. Give him a shout out. Happy birthday, Dwayne Edlin. Okay, anything we got to address from the text line?
Oh my gosh. I mean, everybody, I will say this, man, I can even go back, all the way, but everybody through here, it's basically, this time of year, people just, it's weird because it's like drinking through a fire hose, because every day it's like, oh my God, 5 new people in the pool, and I was focused on this guy. And that's why I think a lot of people are just, do a good job at focus on the people who have visited and narrow it down. And that's why right now, I think, with already landing Wooley, that Isaac McNeely visited here this weekend, and then he went and saw Tennessee. And I imagine we'll probably hear something one way or the other on him this week. That's just a guess.
What are the portal windows?
I have no idea. I just know I think it's April, late April. I think it's like 20 days. It's still open for like another 20 days. Now, I guess, does it ever really close though?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, are we talking about the tampering or like what? What
I think it's technically like you can't go through it, but if May 1st, somebody might be like, well, I'm transferring. Okay, well, they still announce it. They just can't officially go into the portal until sometime in the summer. I don't, whatever. But I
who the hell is this?
I don't know.
Jerron Pierre.
I don't know.
Steve.
Yeah.
I don't know who this kid is, what his background story. When you talk about drinking through a fire hose, I want you to, like, this is gonna suck. Until I got my team, this is gonna suck. Because I want every player. Go to your Twitter really quick, Steve.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna say this the whole time. What the hell is that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, has entered the transfer portal from Jacksonville State. Yeah.
Are you watching the video?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Look, I mean, that's somebody I could be interested in.
Yeah, it's like, why don't we have him yet?
But again, if I'm not mentioned with them, like I don't even let my mind. You can't go down that.
You would be doing that the entire time.
That road. Yeah, you cannot go down that road. Like you'll lose your mind trying to go through every.
He's like a 6'5" Chucky Hepburn.
Yeah, I mean, no, I get it, but you would lose your mind trying to go through every guy that hits the portal. It's like, no, look, don't lose focus. It's like Ryan Conwell's on campus today. Focus on him.
Focus on Ryan.
Focus on Isaac McNeely, who visited here this weekend. Let's focus on that. It's like
listen. Every single scroll of the fingertip has somebody who looks awesome.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, I mean, sure, if I could have, but that's why it's so important to remind people that you're bringing a decent amount of pieces back. A lot of teams aren't. I mean, when you look, Duke's going to look completely different next year. Are they going to be insanely talented? Sure. But it's going to be a totally different team. Auburn's going to be a totally different team next year. You look at all these teams and it's like, man, like when you look at Louisville, you're like, there'll be a nice piece of what you watched will still be around. Or guys that even if you didn't watch them this year, they were guys that been in the program.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because yes and no with what you're saying, but that's why I said you can superimpose the scrappiness for the ball. The some of the characteristics, but so much of your assist load was Terrence and Chucky.
Yeah.
So much of your scoring load was Terrence and Chucky and Rain.
Yep.
Throughout the most of the year.
Yeah. It just changes completely, man.
What's your confidence level in Case and Pryor?
I feel pretty confident in it. Yeah, I mean, because why not? Like, you look at it, and again, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sorry, I was reading this Travis Branham tweet. It says a lot of problems need addressing right now, one of which that is becoming increasingly evident is verifying agent-player relationships. Several instances of multiple agencies claiming to be one player and speaking on their behalf in the portal.
Oh, no. Yes. Listen, a bunch of agents said, I can get you the best deal.
Or it's just it's what Mark Blankenbaker had, what he dealt with. Did you see that?
No. Well, I maybe refresh my memory.
Yeah, I mean, just long story short, essentially it was one of those things where he said Corn Johnson's going into the portal. Everybody knew Corn Johnson. It was already being told that he was going into the portal. It just hadn't been officially announced. And then the guy's like, writes Mark Blankenbaker, and he's like, well, I'm the one handling all of Corn's business, and you're going to hear from our lawyer. And, and if you don't know who I am, I'm his old high school coach. And, it's like,
right.
Okay. Like, yeah, well, he's still going through the portal. It's like, he went to the portal. It's like, who are you again? Like,
did he want to be the one to scoop it or something?
I don't know. No, I think is what it was it was kind of like, hey, we're using Louisville as leverage. And we don't want people to know that he's in the portal. He didn't say that, but I mean, that's what,
that could be the case.
It's out there that Louisville's got $8 to $10 million to spend. We're telling school B and C that Louisville's ready to give Corn $3 million. You know what I mean? And it's like, but Louisville side, when you checked in with them, they're like, oh yeah, he's leaving. It's mutual. Nothing. And again, and it sucks because it doesn't reflect on Corn. Or it does reflect on Corn, even though it had nothing to do with Corn. You know,
would you if you were in Corn shoes, would you want multiple people out there checking around?
No. Well, no, I wouldn't want multiple people writing people stuff like that, because it's like, dude, that looks bad on Corn.
But you would want multiple people seeing where their interests.
Oh yeah,
all around.
Absolutely. But don't like, I don't need y'all out there.
Don't put my name on it. Yeah,
taking my name in your hands to go fight for. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that could be great salesmen and could be great things like that, but they go a step too far. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, what are you doing?
Do all great salesmen go a step too far, Steve?
Probably, but it's like don't take my name and fight for my name, dude. I didn't ask for that, I didn't need that.
Right. Sell, get the deal in place, the structure in place, then let me know.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, so that kind of sucked for him. But yeah, no, it's one of those things, man, where that's why I kind of just wait and see who is officially being talked to by Louisville, right?
Right.
Because if not, it's
like scheduled campus visits only.
Yeah, because I mean, think about this. I just read it earlier. Devin Askew. It's like, well, I've talked to Louisville and I've talked to South Carolina, but I'm taking a visit to UCSB. Okay, but you're talking to Louisville and all them too?
Yeah, I don't believe
sure you're talking to Louisville? Are you sure that you're talking to Louisville? Because it doesn't. It's like that don't quite add up, man. So I mean, the kid from Iowa, not Josh Dix, the other one, the point guard. Like, he had Louisville on his list the whole time. The whole time. He even had him in his final three. To my knowledge, Louisville never spoke to this kid once.
Is Louisville gonna have to start reaching out and just say,
like cease and desist?
Yes,
man.
yes. Just like, hey, that's enough.
Hey, we're not recruiting this guy. I want to make it clear, because then how bad does a coach look if Coach Kelsey comes out and says, hey, feel like we have to release this. We're not recruiting, Steve Rummage, the point guard. Like, we're not. We are recruiting some point guards, but we just want to make sure everybody knows we're not recruiting that guy.
And then you have to make sure the players that you are recruiting know we're not trying to recruit over you at that position, or whatever. I mean, Adrian Wooley leaves committed, and it's a matter of, and I did actually talk to somebody around there that said, I mean, it was actually. It sounds like he committed to Louisville on Saturday. This is going to make you sick. It wasn't announced till Monday. You want to know why? I'm listening.
Because they're finalizing the deal. So the kid on Saturday's like, yeah, no, I'm in. I love this place. This works for me. Okay. Well, now let's sit at the table. Let's do the deal, and it's like they had to sit at the table. All right, well, he's gonna make this. This is what he gets. Does he get a card? Does he get? It's like, Jesus.
Well, this show would have ran fine without you saying that on air.
I know, but it's like, yeah, it's crazy like that. But that's part of it. That's why you can't freak out when a kid visits and you're like, man, everything went great. Sounded awesome. And then you don't hear that he's committed the next day. And I think we're conditioning ourselves not to be like, oh my God, what happened? What happened?
He had the Ricky roll him, Steve.
Yeah, like everything.
You had the Ricky roll. Hey, coach.
I saw him out with the coaching staff. He was hugging and kissing them. It was perfect.
Hey, coach.
What happened?
I really like what I see out here. The scenery is beautiful. I think I want to join you. Well, great. So I think there's just a little bit more business to discuss. Nikki, do you have the Ricky Rose scene on demand? He said, Coach, I think there's a little more to discuss.
So just a little extra business.
Yeah, I think a white blue chip athlete like myself deserves a little something
Nowadays,
extra.
it's Wooley's like, you know what, I'm committing here. Okay, well, you're gonna talk to Jim Smith,
The
my
GM.
agent, and
Speaking of Steve,
yeah,
Trey Young, Trey Young and listen, Trey Young and Steph Curry, going to GM modes at their universities.
Yeah,
of course, he threw in a little extra $1 million sweetener.
Yeah,
you think that's going to become a thing?
Yeah, well, why don't you dig into how Michael Brown got paid? And then go buy you a pair of Donovan Mitchells to
help out to help the cause.
To help out our non-title GM. So yeah, it's gonna be part of it. Sure.
Yeah, so Donovan will be the next assistant GM.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time. They're probably finalizing the deal as well, huh?
Yeah. It's just like, you're like, okay.
Okay, Nick,
hey, and then it makes you go, well, why did Donovan Mitchell say something? If you want to flip the script, quote comes out from practice the other day, McDonald's All-American practice. Donovan Mitchell says something about Nate Ament, and now Nate Ament cancels his announcement. I know everybody wants to think it's one way, but could it be the other way? They're like, oh, it's the worst thing ever for Louisville that he canceled. Well, unless he was going to pick Duke.
As say, hold on, slow down. Whoa.
Then it's fantastic for Louisville that he's, you don't know.
Maybe he played with Michael Brown a little bit. It was like, you know what, I can do that.
It's not always just like, well, he's pushing it back.
Their arena is a lot better than Cameron Indoor too.
A little bit.
Okay, Nikki, go ahead and play us out. Want to give a shout out first, Steve?
I do. I would love to give a very good shout out, man. Had a great time this weekend, by the way. I went down to Gatlinburg, did all kinds of stuff. Listen, man, it's awesome. It's little things like that do keep reminding me just like how good I feel, man. We did so much walking back and forth, just places. And I mean, we pretty much committed to walking. We got a hotel over by a place called the Island, and we were like, you know what, we're just going to walk back and forth. The place is so we did that, and man, it just felt great. And it was another reminder of my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. And I'm like, man, just being on that testosterone program and just feeling that energy that I've got back now that I didn't have a year and you can say like, oh man, well, good for you.